welcome to Zero Value Entertainment. I'm Zero. I was wanting to add an inlet filter to my ram pump to prevent debris from getting in the pipe and stopping up the ram pump's check valve. The first solution was a 5-gallon bucket with holes drilled into the lid to accept a 1-inch Worsbo pipe in the top, and many tiny holes drilled in the bottom and the sides of the bucket to allow water flow. This also prevented anything from going into the pipe. And it worked okay. But getting a 5-gallon bucket out of the pond was a bit of a pain. So I decided I want something a little bit smaller, but still had the necessary volume. So I threw together a quick model together in Fusion 360, based roughly on my bucket design. An inner guide to hold the pipe but not allow it to go too far in. I also added a bunch of 1mm holes, 770 to be exact, in the outer shell to allow water to flow into the chamber. I then quickly printed the 32-hour print, but it took closer to about 37 hours. It was a little bit higher than the estimated time, bumping the camera that was doing my time-lapse more than a few times. All right, and there we have it, completed. As you can see, there are the holes in it. So that will allow the water to go into the main chamber. Then we have the hole. There is a chamfer on it that prevents the pipe from going all the way in, assuming my tolerances are correct. I did a test fit early on, but prints like to change their sizes. But next thing is, let's go out and test it. All right, we're at the pond now. First order of business is to go ahead and get the old filter out. I think the glare is probably killing my camera, but let's get that 5-gallon bucket out first. Set it there and let it drain for a second. Alright, now let's see if we can get the new filter on. One thing I have not tested is if this thing's going to float or sink, so hopefully it sinks. Well, that didn't sound good. Alright. Well, let's see what it does. Alright, perfect. It sunk straight down, so let's just give it a try and see if it's producing enough water on the outside. Alright, we're down at the pump. As you can see, it is fall, so our platform is completely covered. Alright, we will start by turning on the water. Alright, let's grab a stick and get this thing primed. See if we're going to make enough. Nope, can't use that end. Now, after I pulled that filter out, I probably have a bit of air in here. So that might be a slight issue. But all right, it's pumping good. Let's open the delivery pipe. Oh, there's all the air bubbles. I don't know if you could see that or not. That is why it started pumping as fast as it did. And as you see, we just added a T and a line, send it off the platform. We were just testing that because once we actually get a building built on this, I'd rather not flood it. Now, if I was to redo this, is there anything that I would have done differently? If I was to keep the same design, I would start off by making it a little bit smaller. This is a 3-inch diameter. I would probably go with a 2-inch, and I would also make this an open end top with a cap that you could screw on. That way, in the off chance something does get inside of it, you're able to just remove the top, clean out the inside. Um, but more than likely, what I would end up doing is making it, instead of this double wall, I would make it just a single wall with a threaded NPT thread, and be able to just screw the pipe directly on to the filter with an adapter. Um, that would simplify the design a whole lot. Cut the print time down to next to nothing because your diameter would be a whole lot smaller than even the 2-inch. You could probably get away with 1.5 inches, assuming you can get all of the holes that you would need to get the surface area. But this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to go with until something goes wrong with it. And until next time, peace, love, and monkey grub. Have a good night.